So let me just open my Apex class and create a new Apex class. So I given you one task to create a calculator. So have you done that one with Visual Force page?
I didn't do it. I'll do it today's and yesterday's together tomorrow.
Okay then. Okay, fine.
मैंने किया वो सही नहीं था क्या?
सही है भाई. Not even calculate controller. So we'll call the one thing. So create a records in the database first. So that is very, very important questions in the Visual Force page. So anyone can ask you that while loading of the page, you need to create a data inside a database. Okay, you need to create a data into a database. You don't need to click on the any button and or any manual steps you don't need to do. Once you are loading the Visual Force page, your one record will be inserted to database. Okay. So now I'll say this is my controller name. So let me create one constructor here. Let me create account and getter setter for Visual Force page. So if I'm using ACC, so definitely I need to initialize that one. I need to allocate the memory. So for that, like if I want to do some hard coding and all, so that's our choice. And as of now, we are doing the hard coding only. Let's say in the name, I'll say WebAssembly at Salesforce. So this is my record. Okay, this is my like data, whatever value I'm giving to my name, whatever data we are going to create. So if I'll do one thing, if I'll create an insert operation inside that, so this will work or not, Kumar?
Sorry?
So this should work or not, because my constructor will load it automatically. This should work or not, this code?
You're outside the controller. Yeah, it should work. It's not
Okay.
under the constructor, right?
Okay. And Vishwanath?
Hey, it's inside the constructor. It will not work. Sorry.
Why it will not work?
It's
We
inside
have
the
to create a
constructor,
method for insert. Public void insert. We have to create a method.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Kumar, yeah, you are saying something?
No, inside the controller, we can't insert, right? We need to create.
Inside the constructor, we can't create
Sorry, constructor.
DML operations. Inside the constructor.
We cannot perform any DML operation. Exactly.
Yes, inside the constructor.
Yes. So now it is showing error message because DML content not allowed, because we are doing the DMLs inside the constructor. But to overcome this issue, so what is a client requirement is, so once page is loaded, automatically my record should be inserted. So what is the workaround for that? Workaround, we can think like whether can we do one thing. So we can think one way. So that is also not possible, but might be tomorrow something can get in your mind. So make sure you are not wasting your time. So let me tell you where you can spend your time and where you can save your time. One second there, एक second. I can say insert method, and after that I'll do one thing. I'll just writing insert ACC. Okay, something like this. And what I want now, so if I'll call directly, it is not allowed. If I'll do one thing, this one, so this should work or not, because I'm not doing the DMLs, indirectly I'm doing.
It should
Yes,
work.
yeah, it should work.
Are you sure? It will also not work, because directly you're doing the DMLs inside that. Again, it is showing the error message. Okay, it will not work. So what is a workaround for
So
that?
inside the constructor, we are calling method now.
So inside the method, so what is this? This is a DML, na? Indirectly you are doing the DML inside the constructor.
Yeah, okay.
That is also not possible. Okay, so to resolve this issue, so our requirement to meet, so we'll do one thing, we'll provide the action on the top, and that action, like whatever actions we are providing on the button, click on the button, so we are not providing on the click on the buttons, we are providing on the top. So if I'm loading the page, and let me go to, so there is a record WebAssembly. So might be it will show error message because duplicate records. Yes, duplicate record is detected. So our duplicacy is going on. So if I want to do some exception handling in this code, so how can I do it?
Try catch.
Okay. Okay. So what is the use of try catch, Rahul? What is it?
ये एक्सेप्शन हैंडलिंग के लिए यूज होता है डेटा को ट्राई
Exception handling के लिए. Okay, perfect. Okay, so if I want to check Vishwanath, if I want to check the debug logs, if I want to check the things on the like whatever exception I'm getting, or even which lines I'm getting the exception, like where I'm getting the exception. Let's say I have multiple lines. I have 100 lines inside the try. So I want to check where in which line my code is broken. So where I will
10th line only.
No, it's a try now. If it is broken, so nothing will come inside the try. Everything will go to catch only.
Okay.
Got it or not? So let me just show you. My list of account. Let's say this is a thing, and I can do one thing. I can do limit 0. Okay, after that, what I'm trying to do here, so it will not return anything, right? There might be some null point exception or something else. So I'll do one thing, count ACC list. This is a for each loop. What is a for each loop is like whatever. So this is you are what you are trying to do here, you are iterating the records inside the loop. You are iterating it. Iterating means once you are getting the account one record. So let's say here I have 100 records. 100 records is coming. So first record will come, second record will come, third, fourth, fifth, up to 100 records. It will rotate in a loop. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, so what is ACC list? ACC list is that variable where you are storing all the records. And what is ACC? ACC is nothing. That's a new variable which you created now. You can create anything. It's a variable. So now why I'm writing the 0 here, because we want to throw any exceptions here, and if you are getting some exceptions, so that time we can capture in which line my code is broken. Okay, this is very simple code, but yes, for the testing purpose we have this thing only. So I'm saying name is equal to test and I can say acc.name acc.name, or else I'll do one thing. Let's create a new account inside this account. ACC is equal to new account. Again, we are doing something else. One second. ACC one. I'm saying acc1 dot name is equal to acc dot name. So whatever name I'm getting here, so I'm just passing the things here. So whatever acc list, so let me do one thing. So why I'm doing these things, I could do one thing here. Let's say I have 100 records. Let's make it 100 for understanding purpose. 100 records we are making here. So one record is coming. So if I'm directly, so what I'm trying to do here, so I'm passing once my record first record will come, that time what will happen, my new account will be inserted. So what new account will say, what is my mandatory name, so that need to be filled. So it is filling, like whatever acc name you are getting, acc name means acc list, this name, first name you are getting, so it will store to acc name, so that account will be created with the help of insert acc1. Yeah, if I'm doing like this, so what's the wrong in this? So can anyone please tell me, so what's the wrong in this one? So if I do the coding like this, is it correct or wrong?
That's correct.
No, this is not.
Insert.
No, this is not correct. Now why? Because let's say I have 1000 records here. It can be 1000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh, 10 crores. Any records it can be. Means so as per the dynamic SQL and all, get query locator and all. So let's say I have 1000 records. It's a very small example. One record will come, my one DML will run. Second record will come, second DML will run, because this is a for loop. Scope of the for loop is from line number 13 to line number 17. First record will come, it will count as a 1. Second record will come, it 2, 3, 4, 5. As your account is creating, so every time your insertion will occur. So that is not a best way, because our main, like we cannot insert more than 150 reports in with the help of this, because like DML, our governor limit is 150 only. If you are doing the DMLs like more than 150, so that time it will throw an exception, because every time we don't need to insert this one. We will insert all these one at a time, one time only, with the help of one DML only, not 1000 DMLs. Okay, so how can we resolve these things? Let me remove these things. So this is a list which I created outside this one, and I'll add the value of whatever we are going to create now. So I'm creating acc1, and whatever list which we have now, we collected all the records now. So now I can say insert acc1. Got it or not? So now
Right.
yes. You are asking something or what? Yeah. Okay. So now in our scenario, it's a 0 only. Okay, it's a 0 only. So let me just do one thing, and parallelly what I'm trying to do here. So we'll do the debugs in case of catch block, not in try block. If I'll do the DML inside the if I'll do the debug logs and all, if I'll set it, so definitely it won't go inside the try if there is something is breaking inside this. So what will I do here? So I'll go to catch block, and I'll say system.debug. And here what will I do here? So even I can put something like this, something plus, what is this, e dot. So now you are able to see there are lots of hints, suggestions. So cause, so that will tell you the what's the cause for this error. Okay, e dot, so it's a line number. So what is the line number? E dot. So what is your error message, and what is your, so this will get stack tracing string, will tell you the class name and method name as well. So what I'm trying to do here, so even I'm performing these operations now. I'm performing this operation now. So even let's say my my functionality real time is not working. So what will I do? I'll go to my debug logs and I'll check where I'm getting the exception. Then it will tell you the class name and each and everything. It will tell you. Okay. So now what will I do now? So I'll insert. Let me just pass the value of SBC Salesforce. And parallelly, okay, fine. I think hopefully this should not be already, record should not be in the database. Okay, so now we will check. So I'm going to debug log. So let me click on renew button. Okay, let me delete all the debug logs. And let me preview Visualforce page again. Okay, so now let me just click on new loads. So we'll check now where it is breaking. So let me go to debug log. So it is saying it is getting null. It is getting causes because it's null. Okay, so line number, like it's a like line number 10. It's a null. After null, it's line number 10. So class is this, method is this. So clearly it is saying this one. So even if you want to check the what's the message and all, so what is the message which we are getting here, so even you can add some message as well. So what's the cause for this one? So duplicate is detected or whatever. Okay, so for that, so what we will do here, let me just add some other value here, some this kind of value we are getting, adding. Let's check whether our record is created or not. Where is the uploads? So now what it is showing, it's a line number 10, insert method, and duplicate error detected. So use one of these record. So it is showing exceptional. It is showing exception. Okay, in line number 10, and even in this scenario, it will show in a red error message as well. Okay, it will show in the red error message as well. So if it is not showing, and you want to track the things, what's the class name, what's the method name, everything you want to do, so you can capture the things easily with the help of that. Or let's say this is not breaking, something else is breaking, or might be there is no records, and might be this is inserting the accounts and all. Okay, so we can try that one as well. So every time it is loading now, so let me delete all the logs. Okay. It is not showing anything, even not showing an error message. So limit 0. Okay, let me debug here as well. System.debug. So then we'll get to know like what's the reason that what the output of this one. Okay, what's the output of this one? Even we can do the one more thing here. So we can calculate the size, even if you want to calculate the size. And so what's the value we are getting here? Size. Okay, so we'll go to debug logs and we'll check here. So what we are getting here. Okay, what we are getting, what is my debug log here? So that's the ACC list one. ACC list number one is null. Okay, that is null. Even size, ACC list size is 0. ACC list size is 0. Okay, so generally it should throw an error message that is a null point exception because we are not getting anything inside this. Even if I'll do the indexing for this, indexing means, let's say, indexing means if I'm getting the records from here and I'm trying to insert the records, let's say it is returning 1000 records, and after that first one records I want to insert here. So let me just check. Okay, ACC list dot name. Okay, so let me try now and let me go there again and let me just check whether we are getting ACC list or not. Okay, and let me just check. Are we getting this one as well or not? This one we are not getting, right? So in this scenario, so we generally we get out of bound, like list out of bound error, because here we don't have any records. So first record, how can we catch from there? Okay, first record, how can we catch from there? And in that scenario, we won't be able to insert any of the records. So 1 second, that I don't need to insert this one, and I can insert this one. And let me try now. So you are understanding or not what I'm trying to do here? So 1 second. So in that scenario, it is returning our null records. There is nothing in the database. In that scenario, let's say we are doing the 0 records. So let's say there is no record in the database. There is no record. There is null record, means there are no records in the database. In that scenario, it will capture the 0 like null records, and it will throw the list out of bound error message. List out of bound error message generally show the error message in case of your indexing operation. Indexing, let me tell you the what's the indexing is, like what is the main work of indexing. Let's say list of account, list of contact, or any records here. List is equal to select ID from account, sorry, contact and name. And after that, what I'll do here, so I'll do string str is equal to ACC list. I'm doing indexing 0, sorry, 0. Okay, indexing 0 dot, indexing is always start from 0 only, dot name.
So you're trying to fetch the first record.
Yep. Even if I'll do one here, if I'll do one here, then it will try to fetch the second report.
Second.
Oh, sorry, ACC list. Oh, sorry. It is fetching the first record. If I'll make here like something like this, str1, and here I'm writing 10, or I'm writing 100. or I'm writing it str1. So it is showing list out of bound error message because we don't have any records. We don't have 100 records in the database. If I'm fetching 100 record and there is no record with 100 record, then how it will fetch the records, right? So in that scenario, this kind of scenario, like these kind of things will, if it is getting, so how will you capture, like in which line I'm getting the things and which kind, like where I'm getting the things. Let's say here as well, if I'm writing 1000. List out of one. No, that was from that. Actually don't know what is happening. यहाँ पे list out of one आ ही नहीं रहा है.
It was there.
No, that was different. That was different, and this is different because this is showing line number 3. Line number 3 means our developer console one. It was this one.
Oh,
Only.
okay.
It was this one only. Okay, it was generally it was showing. It should show. Might be there is something we are missing here, and seems not missing, but yeah, don't know. So even let me not initialize this one, and yeah. So we'll try with this one only. Even it should throw an error message here because we don't have any records with 1000 records, right? Getting it or not? Even it is fetching 0 records only, right?
Yeah.
So it should not throw. It should throw an error message actually. So might be something we are missing, not able to capture the things. Okay, no worry. We'll do it later, and we'll see. Okay.
Okay, help me understanding one more thing. Just
Huh?
scroll down. Scroll
Uh-huh.
down.
Uh-huh.
In the line number 21, you have a debug, right? Why are you not able to find that one? The dash E.
No, because this thing is not going to exception now. That's why we are not able to find out.
Okay.
If it is break, if it is break like because of some issue and all, so that time it we can capture whether this is breaking or not. So like this, let's say if you want to break something, let's say we are creating a string and we are making str list as a null. We are making as a null, and after that, if I'll count the size in integer int count, if I'll say str list dot size, if I'll do like this only, and after that what will I do, and I'll run my class, I think it should go to exception only. So let's check. Yeah, okay, इसको should show. Oh, it is going now. It's going on. It was going actually. Okay, you know what is happening? So it was creating 2 debug logs actually, and we were going in the wrong one. So it was multiple now. So let me show
Is there
you.
any way even after we put in this system.debug, it will not show the logs?
Sorry.
I mean the output. Is there any way even after you insert a debug, it will not show the output? Is there a, I mean, what to say? Will it happen like that?
No. It will show the output only. There is no way that like it won't show any output.
Okay, I can show something later. Just let me know because I put in like it's not showing up.
Sure. See, even it was showing an error message. So there is some like very weird behavior with debug logs and all, because it was earlier it was showing, but currently it is not showing. Strange, yes. This is list. Even it will throw an error message. So let me show you how it is throwing an error message. If I'll go to debug logs and I'm checking the debugs and clicking on the execute button, it is showing the error. Sorry, not this one. Output size, and if I'll debug the things, it is showing attempt to dereference null object. It is showing an error message, null point exception. Okay, even it should show here as well. Don't know what's happening, so no worry. So we'll see later. So might be something happening. Okay, so now so in my Apex class, so what I'm trying to do here, I'm calling my controller and I'm inserting my account, and once I'm inserting my account, my record is inserted to database. Okay, because my this method is calling, after that this action is calling, insert method is calling, and after calling this method, so this data is inserting whatever insert commands we are doing here. Okay, so now we'll do one thing. We'll create a new records. We'll not create a new records with action. Like definitely we'll do with the action only. But yes, we'll create a records after putting the input. What if we are putting input inside that, and after that we are clicking on the insert button. Whatever we are entering, whatever we are entering on the input field, that should be created. Okay, that should be created only. So let me just remove all try catch and all. So in that scenario, what we will do, we'll do the insert ACC. I don't need to do any hard coding and all. Okay, for that, what will I do here? I'll go to ACC and I'll go to Apex input field, not input text. So if you are calling our Apex class, if you are calling our object field, so on that scenario, that would be field. If you are putting some custom field, custom variables and all, let's say we are creating some calculator and all, on that scenario, so we'll do the
Text.
input text. So let's make it phone, let's make it rating. And parallelly, let's make a one button here as well. What our action name is, insert method. So let me go to input field, and I'm doing one thing. So I'm going to create putting some of the phone number here, putting any of the variable here. So I'm going to press me button. So I'm clicking on press me button. If I'm going to account records and I'm checking, so Kumar from UK, right? Kumar from UK is inserted. So if I'll do one thing, if I want to redirect this page, once my data is inserted, and it should be redirected to anywhere somewhere else. Okay, somewhere else after creating the records. So let's say if you want to redirect navigation, we are going to implement here. Okay, so then we'll convert this void method to page reference method. So what is a page reference? So it will do nothing. It will just redirect you one place to another place, or else you can directly do one thing. You don't need to call any Apex class. You directly can call the standard controller. In case of you want to redirect this Visualforce page on your standard record page, account record page. Okay, then let's join again. So